Your rock station, your morning show.
What's your name? What's your name?
Goose, Kelly, and Thick.
Thanksgiving right around the corner, and this pilgrim is feeling pretty proud.
On the Blitz.
Have a great Friday, you mother...
Oh, we will. Guarantee it. High of 61 today. Although, might get a little rain. Might even hear the rumble of some thunder.
High of 61. I wore my biggest sweater today. I never know what to wear.
It's that time of year. It's like, oh, it's 35 outside right now. It's cold. And then you leave work and you're like, wait, it's kind of like fallish outside.
Layers.
Don't need, yeah, exactly. Lot to do, lot to talk about, including more tickets for Zach's Sabbath this morning. We've got tickets left for AC/DC as well. So lots to give away and talk about. We've got Hall of State Buckeye legend. Hall of State?
Hall of State.
Hall of State, yep. Hall of State Buckeye legend. Hall of Fame Buckeye legend.
I know you're not from here, but come on.
Right. He'll be joining us at 7:30 as it is a Football Friday. How are you, Kelly?
Great. I just called that old Woody Hayes number. I saw somebody post about it online, that it was still working, and indeed it is. It's the Woody Hayes, like he's sort of pepping up the team.
Yeah.
His pregame speech.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's so fun.
Which, by the way,
that on
real quick, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it just kind of hit me. We got to adjust certain things. Like, you can't come in as early as you came in this morning. You're used to a routine. And now, it's the second thing that's happened. Because ever since February 3rd, the day I had the honor of joining you two for the Blitz Morning Show, every single day has been the same. I come down Old Dublin Road, I get to Trayview, I make a left, and then I instantly have to get over to the right because they had the lane blocked for construction. They were working on the little side bridge there. And starting yesterday, come down Old Dublin Road, you make a left on Trayview, and I went to go to the right, and I almost drove into a barricade because they lane shifted. And now they finished the one side, so now you have to drive on the side they finished, and now they're working on the other side. So between that and you coming in like 14 minutes early this morning.
I usually run into the studio like as you're playing the Open.
Right.
Like I'm always running late. I'm here an hour before you start the show.
But you're busy. You got things
But
going
I'm busy
on.
in another studio, and I'm running in here. But today, it was like 10 till 6. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? You're like, what are you doing in here?
Right, yeah. Get out. You're not supposed to be here yet. You know, you got your morning routine, and things are lined up, and they go the way they go. And then when something gets screwed up like that...
I'm like deep into online shopping right now.
Had a couple 14 extra minutes to spare.
I'm like, why are these shoes $150? We've already had our Skechers conversation. What do you buy, Goose?
Nike. My white on whites. Yep.
White on whites.
Those are $70, huh?
$70 every time. I've been wearing the same shoes for, I can't tell you how long. I usually buy like 2 at a time. I like them white. I wash them a couple times. I like them white. And then when it's time, like right now, it is shoes. It's time for shoe season.
I bought my white shoes. I got spaghetti sauce on them, and it won't come out.
I would lose my mind.
I know. What am I going to do? I just bought these.
Stop buying white shoes.
You got the spot cleaner, and then you throw them in the washing machine.
That's what I did.
That didn't work?
No, man. No, man. I just call you man. Sorry.
You did.
My shoes are only $50.
Well, yeah, but they're Skechers.
Yo, bro, if you got Skechers on, get out my face, bro.
God, I hate that effing kid.
Okay. How are you, Vic?
I'm good. I stayed up too late watching the most boring NFL game of the year.
Yeah.
Broncos beat the Raiders 10-7. Sorry, Gerald. To his Raiders fan.
Well,
but it was so boring.
I'm surprised because Broncos have had a really good offense this year. So
those division games, man, I don't know what it is. And Thursday nights.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Thursday night games are so weird. But yeah,
all right.
It didn't affect me really, but it's just
I was like,
I stayed up for nothing though. Too late for nothing.
That's frustrating.
Yeah,
I stayed up for no reason whatsoever.
Kind of like taking that nap last week or Monday and then watching that horrible Cowboys mess.
Right. All right, let's go to Friday. Let's get started as we do with Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick, what you got?
All right, $25 to waterbeds and stuff if you're the first one to text in the correct answer. Regarding football, what former NFL player was just extradited from Dubai to the United States to face attempted murder charges?
What?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Got $25 for you to waterbeds and stuff. You're the first one to text in the correct answer at 800-821-9970. Tell us who that player was.
Yeah, that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia is what, Vic?
All right, the question was, what former NFL wide receiver was just extradited from Dubai to the United States to face attempted murder charges? And it was Antonio Brown. Man, how quick they fall. This guy, he was one of the best receivers in the league for the Steelers, and then everything just went bad when he left the Steelers, which, just as far as his career went, when he went to the Raiders, the Patriots, he was all over the place, and just nothing worked out for him after that.
Well, it's that kind of attitude, nobody wants you.
Yeah, but this story is bizarre because several videos showed up on social media that showed Brown getting into this fight with multiple people following matches at an Aiden Ross boxing event back in May. One video showed him fighting in a parking lot as the crowd moved toward an alley, and then a gunshot rang out, and everybody took off running. And then the Washington Post reported the next month that a warrant was out for his arrest. Well, he had gone to overseas. And this is crazy now. So this guy, the supposed victim, Kwame Nantambu, he was protesting during Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance back in February. Then he was arrested in June on charges of resisting an officer and disturbing the peace at that time. And when that happened, and this came out online, Antonio Brown went on and said, this guy is a fraud, liar, stalker, and criminal. He was arrested in 2022 for stealing 6 figures of jewelry from me. He then showed up at my show at Rolling Loud in 2023 and tried to assault me. And then in May, at this boxing event, says he snuck into a gate at the event, came right up to me trying to steal from me and threatened my life. He said media hasn't told this story yet, instead painting a false picture of me. That night, I was fighting for my life. So we'll see how it all plays out.
Why'd you escape to Dubai?
Yeah, right?
Well, if you're not in the wrong here and you're just defending yourself, why did you take off?
That's what I'm saying. That was planned, according to him. It was before the warrant came out for his arrest.
He was already going to travel.
He was already gone. That's why he had to be extradited. The warrant came out after he had left, but I don't know. He could be guilty. I don't know, but this guy, the supposed victim, does have stuff here, obviously, and he was arrested in 2022 for stealing jewelry from Antonio Brown. So there's obviously a rift here already.
You planned a 4-month trip to Dubai with no return in sight. They had to extradite you.
And just happened to be involved in a shooting.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know if he's shot. I don't know.
Okay.
Good luck.
You don't get extradited for nothing.
Well, no, because he's being arrested and accused. So he'll have his day in court. I'm just saying this guy has a history. He has a history with Antonio Brown, where he has been arrested a couple of times. So, anyway, Lance Coleman from Richwood, first one to text in the correct answer. He's got $25 to waterbeds and stuff.
Lance, congratulations, man. Kelly, how's the yoga going?
Oh, terrible. I haven't done it since I first told you I was going to start doing it. I did it 2 times that week and have not done it since.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you want to try something else.
I do.
Okay, great. Here we go. 3x3. It's the new trend. The 3x3 trend is the new health hack.
Okay, the 3x3. What is it?
This might work for you because of your schedule, because it's 3x3 by 12 p.m. Basically, 3 mini goals you have to hit before noon to jumpstart your day. Walk 3,000 steps, drink about a third of your daily water goal, and eat roughly 30 grams of protein before lunch.
30 grams of protein? I don't eat that in a week.
You can eat a protein bar with that.
Yeah, just get some. Or you can, right now the hot new thing is the bean trend, so you could jump on the bean trend and get your protein. They say daily recommendations for protein, water, and activity are going to be different based on things like your age and fitness level. And noon, obviously, isn't the exact cutoff. But to give you, a goal, a bit of a timeline.
I feel like I could do that.
They say, in general, hitting some activity, getting your hydration, and your nutrition goals, even before you make it to the lunch hour, can potentially increase your energy, mood, and focus for the rest of the day. So, might be worth giving a try. Get that in there before noon.
You know the protein kick everybody's on. Like, get your body weight in protein. Like, if you weigh 150 pounds, you should get 150 grams of protein every day. Have you seen these little tiny women eating these giant steaks on butcher blocks?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is so much protein.
I mean, it's nuts.
There's no way I could eat my body weight in protein. I would just be gnawing on steak the entire day.
Yes.
Just give me 3 tomahawks, and I will just sit here all day long, just ripping meat from the bone.
I feel like at some point they're going to come back and say, "Yeah, that's way too much." Like we've seen a bunch of young people come in with serious health problems because they're eating their body weight in protein.
Yes.
Grams.
Yes. Way too much. Anyways, if you're looking for a fitness goal, 3x3.
So,
okay, I'll try that.
But you want to do this by noon?
By noon.
So why don't they call it 3x12? What is 3x3?
Because 3,000 steps, a third of your water intake, and 30 grams of protein. 3x3.
3.
Okay.
Yeah, 3x3.
Got it.
So here's some goals for you if you want to get your life back in order. I don't know. Give it a try.
I need to get my life in order.
Yeah.
I don't exercise.
I don't either. I need to get on it.
It says to get to 150 grams of protein, you need to be diet rich in lean meats, chicken, eggs, fish, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and plant-based
all
like
the protein-based
beans and tofu
food
and nuts.
That's exactly it. But I'm just saying that's so much protein.
I know.
I know what it is. I know how to get the protein.
If you want to get the grams of protein you need, you got to eat protein.
I'm just saying, who's going to eat all of that every day?
Little young girls on TikTok who eat giant steaks on butcher blocks,
or those bodybuilders that just sit there and just
they're shoveling protein in their face.
Scoops of dry protein powder right down their gullet.
They have like cow's blood dripping down their chin.
No thank you.
I eat 3 eggs every morning, but that's only 18 grams.
Yeah, no, that's not going to do it.
6 grams in one egg.
Not going to do it.
Yeah.
Nope.
How much do you weigh? I'm just kidding. I was just getting very personal there. But anyway.
I weigh 205. I can say it.
205 grams of protein.
Yeah.
How would you get that? That's all you would do your whole day.
Give me the entire right ass cheek of a cow, and then I will be able to get my grams of protein.
Or 30. He's still over in the corner gnawing on that raw cow butt cheek.
Just gnawing.
I would have to eat 35 eggs a day.
Yeah.
To get 200.
Ain't happening. Not happening.
Enjoy the cholesterol.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
I'm good.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Okay, today's not so breaking news. Pump the brakes on the grams of protein.
Good
My
night.
God.
People are getting so hot under the collar.
Into a freaking tirade here. We get it. All right, we don't use the metric system. You need your grams of protein by your weight, but you have to transfer it to grams, to kilograms of weight, to grams of protein. We get it. Get it. Thank you for all the health advice on how much meat to put in your mouth. We're good. Moving along. Not so breaking news. Story number 1.
That's something that a dumb idiot would say.
Idiots.
We're all dumb idiots.
Dumb idiots. Idiots of dumb idiots. First story, take us over to Iowa. A woman in Davenport was just arrested. The Henry County police found her between the interiors of the walls of a business. Here's the deal. The business owners were hearing like weird scratching and scuffling going on. They couldn't figure out what was going on. Eventually ended up calling the police because they had no idea what was going on. And after about 15 minutes searching, police found that there were actual multiple holes and damage in the roofs of kind of like this shopping center. And upon searching, they heard whispering and scratching. And after 17 minutes, they finally found this woman inside the walls of the business. I feel so bad for her. They took her in for her mugshot. She still has like all the dirt and soot and everything all over her face. It looks like she was wearing a white shirt that is now just brown. Almost like John McClane after he goes through the vent system at Nakatomi Plaza, his white tank top turned black. That's what she looks like. Police say they heard the whispering and movement coming from inside the building, and upon searching, found the woman determined to be inside the interior walls of the business. Now, here's the deal. They think there are other people involved. So are they still inside the walls?
Well,
Did
now, what
they
are they
get out?
doing in there? Is it meant to be like the pre-theft location?
Yeah, I don't know if
are
they
we
were
living in there? Are
Yeah, hanging out, getting ready for business to close, so then they can rob the place.
The people under the stairs.
Or they went they made a wrong turn and ended up in between the walls instead of in the safe like they had originally planned. Son of a bitch! You said turn right. I don't know, but anyway, she was arrested, charges of burglary, criminal damage to property, and criminal trespass. Story number 2, taking us over to Northern California, where police are investigating an armed robbery at a U.S. bank at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon last week. Here's the problem. The 5 thieves who broke in, so it kind of sounds like an orchestrated type operation, didn't really think this through or didn't know what they were robbing because they broke into the U.S. bank, and as it turns out, this bank is cashless.
Oh, no.
This is a bank that this is a bank that deals with, like, account questions, money transfers, other type financial stuff, IRA type stuff. But they don't do deposits, withdrawals, and things like that. It's more of like a business office. And sure enough, they broke in. Not really clear what they planned on stealing or what they got away with. Maybe some computer screens, the coffee maker from the break room. I don't know what they were trying to take off with. But no one was hurt, and the robbers drove off in their Honda CR-V, and they're still in the loot, so police are looking up.
It is very rude to rob a bank, what do you think is a bank, at 4 p.m., because that is like closing time, all right? Rob at 9 so we can have the day off to deal with the cops. Now you've got these people staying over. That's very rude.
That is, you are absolutely correct. That is a thoughtless bank robber right there. Because it's going to take forever to do the investigation and stick around. Then you probably have to go down to the police department and all. Yeah. No bank robberies after 11.
Bitch!
New rule. What would be worse? Going in, you get your team together. You've got your schematics. You've got your getaway vehicle. You've got your route. You've got your president's masks. You're ready to go. You break in and find out it's cashless. Or you get your team of 3 together. You've got your ropes, your drills, your map. You drill in through the roof. You're told to turn right, and instead of in the vault, you end up in between walls.
That's worse.
That's worse.
Claustrophobia, right? That can't deal with that.
Just stuck in the... Yeah, okay.
I'd rather just feel like an idiot with a cashless bank.
Okay.
Like, my bad. Oh, bless
Sorry. That's your Not So Breaking News 997 The Blitz.
The time is gone. It's the time. Time after time. Good time.
All right, here we go. The first of 2 pair of tickets we have for AC/DC this morning. You want to check them out at the Shoe, July 15th of 2026. We've got your tickets before you can buy them. Now, you can jump online at 9:45 this morning. Wait the 15 minutes. And then when the sales go live at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com, you can grab your tickets that way. Or we can save you like $300 and just give you a pair of tickets right now. We are going to play the Time Warp. 800-821-9970. Very simple. Vic has put together a montage for us of audio clues from TV, music, movies, news, PSAs, commercials. Could be anything. You just have to tell us what year it is. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Slayson.
Slayson, hey, Slayson. All right, here's the deal. We've got the Time Warp loaded, ready to go. Thick is going to play the audio montage for all 3 of us, and then we'll give you a choice. You can guess first or last after Kelly and I. We'll find out who gets closest and who wins these tickets. Okay, Slayson?
All right.
All right, Thick, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's hear that montage.
We got each other, sharing the laughter, love. Now I'm on my way, home sweet home.
Hey, you, get your damn hands off her.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Oh, shoot.
I win.
Not if he goes first.
That's true. Other than that, I win. Slayson, your choice, man. You've got all the clues there. Do you want to go first or last?
I'll go first.
Okay. Slayson, you heard all the clues. What were they? What year was it?
The year 1985.
Just going right for the answer. Okay.
All right, so we had Back to the Future, Home Sweet Home, Motley Crue, and what was the first one?
I'm stuck on the first one. I know it, but I'm stuck on it.
It's a TV theme,
Yeah, it's
obviously.
A TV theme.
yeah, it's a
Definitely
theme song.
sounds 80s.
We got each other, sharing the love.
Growing Pains.
Yes.
Growing Pains?
Yeah, Growing
okay,
Pains,
okay.
Yep,
Growing
yep,
Pains.
that's
Took a second listen there.
All right, so Slayson says 85. That sounds about right. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to Price is Right you, Slayson, and say 84. I think you're right around on the money there, mid-80s.
All right, well,
Do you still win, Goose?
you both screwed me. Because I know for a fact it was 84, 85. I know because I just watched both Hot Tub Time Machines yesterday, and in the first one, Lou is singing, he creates Motley Lou.
Okay.
The beginning of the movie, he sings Home Sweet Home.
Okay.
And I know that they go back to the lodge in 1984. And I know that in the DeLorean, it's 1985 to 2025, October 25th. So it's either 84 or 85. I was going to say 84 no matter what. But Slayson
You can
got
have it, and I'll
85.
take 86 because I don't care. I don't know, but I feel like I want you to at least have what you wanted because it doesn't matter to me. You can have 84. I'll take 86.
That's so kind of
Yeah.
you. All right, 84, 85, 86. I know it's either Slayson or I. I think it's me, but we'll find out. Thick, what do you got?
Well, so before Kelly said 1984, you said you win. Mm-hmm. And then Kelly stole it from you.
Uh-huh.
But you were wrong because it's 85.
It is 85.
You got it from Back to the Future.
I said 84, 85. I knew that I was, I knew Slayson.
If you'd have gone
was
first, though, you would have said 84?
I probably.
Okay.
I was leaning more towards 84 than I was 85. But the Back to the Future may have put me at 85. Hot Tub Time Machine, Home Sweet Home, put me at 84. Back to the Future put me at 85.
Right.
Because I remember Inside the DeLorean. So I could have gone either. Slayson, congratulations, man. You hit it right on the head.
Man.
You have got yourself tickets for AC/DC, so mark your calendar or you can just set your timer with your flux capacitor to July 15th, 2026, and you will be there at the shoe no matter what. All right, Slayson?
And then we got another pair coming up at 8:50.
Yeah, we have another pair to give away.
It'll be a little harder to win these.
Yes. We will give you that shot at 8:50. Congratulations, Slayson. Hang on.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
A Knox County judge has lowered the bond for the son of the founders of Faith Life Church in New Albany, who was accused of sexually assaulting 4 underage girls. Judge Richard Wetzel agreed to reduce Tom Cassie's bond to $1 million, which will allow him to post 10% of that to be released. I'm sure mommy and daddy can come up with that money. Cassie's trial is scheduled for November 18th in Knox County. 32 felony counts related to 4 victims. Now, there is a chance his trial date will be moved in order to iron out some evidence issues. Tom Cassie is the son of Drenda and Gary Cassie, founders of Faith Life Church on Beach Road in New Albany. Drenda Cassie is also a Knox County commissioner. Thousands of flights are being canceled across America starting today as the FAA makes cuts at 40 big airports. Columbus is not among the airports suffering cuts. We do have one cancellation out of Port Columbus today. It's a United flight to Houston at 11:40 a.m. However, cancellations at airports in cities like Detroit, Chicago, Atlanta, New York could impact connecting flights beginning or ending at Port Columbus. So you should be notified if any leg of your trip is canceled or delayed. But about 4% of flights will be cut today. That percentage will increase every day until it hits 10% next week. Comes as air traffic controllers continue to call in sick because they're working and not getting paid. Tuesday will mark their second missed paycheck.
Make sure you get the app related to whatever airline you're on, because then you get notifications, gate changes, delays, cancellations,
right. Yes.
Easier customer service, all that kind of stuff.
Yes. Good tip. A woman this is tragic. A woman working as part of a cleaning crew was shot and killed after mistakenly arriving at the wrong home in Whitestown, Indiana. Responding officers found 32-year-old Maria Florinda Rios Perez de Velasquez on the front porch of the home Wednesday morning with a fatal gunshot wound to the head. Authorities say the shot was fired from inside the home. That bullet came through the door. Now, police responded to the scene at about 6:49 a.m. after a 911 call that reported a possible home invasion. So here's what happened. Velasquez and her crew, they went to the wrong address, but Velasquez had a key to the home she was supposed to be at, so she was trying the key in that door.
Yeah.
It was the wrong door. It's 6:49 in the morning. This family inside, whoever's inside, is like, somebody's trying to break into my home. They're not expecting a cleaning crew because they didn't order the cleaning crew. It's I don't know. Anyway, Indiana does have stand your ground, so nobody's been charged yet. Police are still investigating, and they'll have more information, they say, next week. But all around, an absolutely tragic story out of Whitestown, Indiana. And those are your three things.
So we all know if you're scrolling on social media, you're going to come across a whole bunch of ads. And not every one of them is legit. A lot of them, scams, fake, links to weird websites. What's that one you see all the time? It's like the game where you're like the shooter, and you got to slide side to side, and you
hit the big
X,
group of
and you shoot the zombies,
and then you get bigger, and you can swallow up all the
and then you get those ads, but then you get other ads saying, "Hey, have you seen ads for those games? They never work. Well, this game really does work." And then you get another ad saying, "You know those ads that say that game is fake, but this is the real game, but that one's fake too."
Yes,
like, come on. How much money though is being spent on fake ads? How many fake ads are you seeing? Well, Meta, of course, the parent company for Facebook, Instagram, and a whole bunch of other things, has just announced that in 2024, 10% of their revenue came from ads for scams and banned goods. They know it. They're fully admitting it, that 10% of their income comes from fake ads. $16 billion in revenue just in fake ads and scams. And they know it.
Wow.
And they know it. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna, you want to advertise? Sure. We'll take your money.
And the fake ads are simply to get you just to click, and then they'll get the ad revenue that, they've sold for you winding up on the page. Because I've done that with those games because that game looks so fun. But the companies put a ton of money on that one ad that makes the game look elite, but they don't put it into the game.
They don't put it into the game, right.
So you just click on it, you play a few rounds, and you're like, this isn't any fun at all. And you delete it, but you've still made them a bunch of money just from you clicking on the game.
On average, there are about people come across about 15 billion higher risk scam advertisements a day. A day.
Wow.
Between all of us using social media and stuff. That's absolutely unbelievable. And they know it. And they're like, yeah. Because, like you said, not all of them, just because you click a link doesn't mean like it's a virus that's going to infect your computer. It could be something, data mining, so then they can sell it to other things just so you start getting more spam phone calls. Right. It's not necessarily that one thing is a scam, but that one ad can lead to like 5 others.
Get your info.
Yeah.
What did I click on that I'm getting like 15 spam calls a day now?
So many.
What is happening? Are you getting them too?
Oh, yeah. I thought it had dropped off. There was a time, in fact, I was just looking at my call log the other day. Yeah, you can see it right here. Look, nothing but red.
Yeah.
It's just nothing but red numbers because it'll do that like ring once and then they hang up.
And then they call right back.
They call right back.
Yeah.
Or it'll have a regular phone number, but it'll just say United States. Like it doesn't give like a city or anything like that. So, yeah, just know you're coming across scams multiple times a day.
My calls increased when I got on the do not call list. So
right, yeah, that's working out real well.
What is that? But I'm guessing it's because those scammers have nothing to do with that, and they can call, do whatever they want. They're not in the country.
Well, and that's the other thing too is sure you can end up on the no call list for this phone number,
right?
But they've got hundreds of phone numbers, so they won't call you from this one number.
Right. Oh, my gosh.
And they'll just call you from another one.
Because I get the same text message about selling my house from
Oh gosh, I get those all the time.
Constantly.
Hey,
this is
would
Dave.
a cash offer make sense for your address?
I'm still getting calls and emails or text messages that say about a house I owned like 8 years ago. And it's like, I've had multiple other addresses since then. Update your records, homie. If you're trying to scam me, at least update your records.
Yeah.
Because that ain't going to work.
Here's one I got Wednesday. Dear customer, your Roku TV plan will expire November 8th. Please renew in advance to avoid interruption. Call this number. Thank you. I've never had Roku TV in my life. How's my plan going to expire?
I got a call yesterday where the woman's like, can you please get out your Medicare card? I go, how dare you, ma'am? I am not that old.
Excuse me? My favorite is every about once a month, I'll get an email receipt for my McAfee virus protection or the Geek Squad, the Best Buy Geek Squad.
Yeah.
I'll get one for like $999.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if this wasn't you, then go ahead and give us a call so we can cancel the transaction. Okay, buddy. Sure thing. Anyways, just be a little leery when you're on the social medias that there's a good chance pretty much every ad except for one is some sort of scam or something. Putting it out there for you. 99.7 The Blitz.
Your rock station, 99.7 The Blitz.
Did I ever tell you how I got scammed on Facebook Marketplace?
No, Kelly, please share the story. What happened? Hey, you want to know what Jelqing is?
What?
Jelqing.
Jelqing? Yeah.
Not Jelqing.
Oh.
Jelqing. Jelqing.
Jelqing.
Jelqing. Jelqing.
Jelqing.
Jelqing.
Jelqing.
Jelqing.
Is it dirty and I'm saying it over and over again? Is it?
How's it pronounced?
I don't know.
Give it one more try. You're real close.
Jelqing.
No.
And I am the Gel Queen.
But not queen. Queen. I-N-G.
Okay.
Try it again.
Nope.
Jelqing. How would you pronounce that, Kelly?
Jelqing.
Jelqing.
Yeah.
Jelqing. All right. Gentlemen, if you are questioning, or not questioning, but wanting to expand your horizons, if you will. If you're not 100% satisfied with your meatpacking district.
Are we talking size?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want to be bigger?
You want to be bigger. We've had a lot of stories of late of people getting like back alley or back seat enlargement surgeries. Like, what was it? Not even a month ago, we had a story in Taiwan, I believe. Or it was Bangkok. Yeah, it was Thailand. It was Thailand. No, it was. Don't be childish. It was. It's an actual location, Thick. It's a real place. And people in Bangkok were sitting in the back of Toyota Camrys getting penile enlargement surgeries.
Yes.
Well, this is a non-invasive way for you to possibly remedy the issue. Jelqing is what it's called. Basically, what you do is you make an OK symbol. You make an OK symbol at the base. Okay. And then you just you elongate.
Elongate.
This study was done by some guy who's trying to justify what he does all day long.
I think this guy spam called me the other day.
So the guy's name, he's a real guy. His name is Hink. He's a YouTuber. Hink. I'm sorry, Hink.
Hink.
Yeah,
Hink?
Yes.
Hink.
Yes, Hink.
I'm never
H-I-N-K.
listening to anybody named Hink.
I guess he's somewhat of, and I quote, a penis influencer online.
That's what I'm saying. This guy's trying to justify his activities all day. Can't keep his hands off himself, so he has to give it a name and say it's going to have some benefit, health benefit.
So you make an OK symbol.
All right.
At the base, and you elongate.
Yeah.
And
I'm so glad we don't have cameras in this studio.
Now, here's the thing. You have to first give it a couple taparoos. You know, you don't want to be there, but you don't want to not be there. So it's got to kind of be
semi
mid. Yeah. Yeah.
Got a semi.
Got to be like a hub, not a chub. Just like it would, you know. And then so after you elongate, basically you are creating micro tears in the tissue, and then as your body heals them, it's like building muscle. You know, when you lift weights, you're ripping your muscles, and then the muscle fibers regenerate and heal, and that's how your muscles get bigger.
Didn't we all do this all through middle and high school?
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm saying this guy's trying to justify to his wife why he's not coming out of the bathroom.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm just trying to strengthen the muscle.
It's for you, honey.
If all you had to do was make an OK symbol and elongate from the base to the top, I should be tucking it in my sock
Everybody
right now.
would be.
Like, this is unbelievable.
What is going on?
I should have the elephants at the zoo going, damn!
Oh, Hank, you should be embarrassed of yourself.
Hey,
You're trying to...
the idea is...
Does he end his video by going, science?
Yeah, he does, but it's more like... Science! The idea is that the motion increases blood pressure in that area.
Does it, Hank?
Yep.
Is that what it does?
Allows it to stretch. So, fellas, before you head out for the weekend, if you want to participate in a little jelqing, you might be able to. I'm just saying.
I think everybody was already jelqing for a long, long time.
But now it has a medical term and a justification.
Now it's...
But it's still... Obviously, it didn't work for some people.
For anybody.
Well, some people might have think it worked.
You think it worked, yeah. I mean, it just depends on how cold it is outside.
Right.
I mean, it's variables. Lots of variables here. So, there you go. Jelqing, if you want to give it a try. Report back to Kelly. She's very interested in the scientific research.
Science! Make sure they understand they're playing somebody different tonight. They're playing the Buckeyes. They're playing the Ohio State Buckeyes!
And now, it's Football Friday with Buckeye Hall of Fame legend Jeff Logan on the Morning Blitz.
Well, we got to keep the process. I know you probably get tired of hearing me say that, like I'm sure some of the guys in the program do, but I keep saying to them, don't get tired of me saying that, because that's really what matters. You know, we can try to find ways to make it a little bit fresh, but at the end of the day, we have to be okay with doing the same mundane, boring things over and over again. Chopping wood and carrying water. That's the book we read this summer. It's the same way. We're chopping wood every single day. We're carrying water every day, and that has to do with our routine. And the minute we try to tempt fate, we're going to get it. And we can't do that. We have to continue to fight.
That's a good analogy. I'm going to look up that book, Chopping Wood and Carrying Water, and sticking to the basics.
The process.
Is what, really great teams do. They do the really mundane stuff really, really well, which you see a lot of teams that might get up in terms of their ability and their winning style, and they may forget about the basics and start trying to get a little creative and a little fun, a little crazy. But no, stick to the basics.
Do you think coaches ever run out of coach speak stuff? I mean, literally, you go up against opponents that you're a 4-touchdown favorite. Now, how much can you
now
Hey, I just called the Woody Hayes phone number that's still active.
Yes.
And it's the same kind of thing. It's like, you're just pumping up the team.
I love that.
Now, I do believe that, yes, like sportscasters, coaches do the same thing. I mean, I'm nothing against coaches or reporters and what they do, but if I have to see another coach get caught on his way back to the field from halftime or on the way off the field at halftime with the same answers, we got to protect the ball.
That's a waste of time.
Missed a couple tackles, and we know.
Sideline reporters doing that stuff. Stop.
All
There's
the same
need
thing.
for it.
There's really no secrets. Nothing that goes on. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, but they need to come up with something, because you think about what did Ryan Day say to the team before the Michigan game the last 3 or 4 years? Whatever it was, it needs to change.
Boy, isn't that the truth? Something needs to change with respect to that.
But there also has to, I also think that coaches in general can add to it. I mean, I take my Lions, as an example. no one can talk like Dan Campbell.
No.
He may be saying kind of the same stuff, but he's saying it in a way that will have you, headbutt a brick wall and knock it down.
Yeah, but we hear the same stuff from Ryan Day every year as we're going through this. We got to stick to the process.
And I think that pregame hype, if you will, that comes moments before the start of a football game is part of the process, but it's not the key to victory.
Right.
All right? That started a long time ago in that week in preparation for that game. And there is no way to flip the switch off or on with a good speech or a bad speech at that point in time. Your team is going to be what your team is going to be. And the adjustments that you make throughout that game are going to be interesting. And guys, if take you back to last week in that game for Ohio State, what I found was interesting was that we came out with 2 weeks of preparation. Penn State 2 weeks of preparation for that game. And so what are they going to be the same football team? We don't change what's broken. It's not broken. There's nothing to go fix. But both teams came out with different packages. And I thought it was really interesting that neither one of them. Now, Penn State needed to do something different to try and compete against Ohio State. Ohio State could have just held their hand and continued to do exactly what they've done. But we came out with a lot of different position groupings, a lot of different motion, and we even drew up a play at halftime that was like drawing up a play in the dirt and saying, this is what we're going to do, and then they execute it without ever having practiced it during the week. So
that's
pretty cool.
Drawn up at halftime.
Yes, literally. They went in, and I'm not sure who was the guy that said, this is what we need to do. But they literally went to the whiteboard and said, this is what we want to try and execute because of the defense that they're playing. And sure enough, they were able to hit that strike, 54-yard, catch down to, and it's plays like that that take you back to the fact that, this is still young people making big plays over time, and you've got to execute. So, Julian Sand throwing that ball 60 yards downfield on the spot to where that ball needed to be.
Right in the breadbasket.
Yet they had never practiced that play at all.
That was incredible.
Pretty good stuff.
Well, we're talking Ohio State and Purdue this week. It's going to be an away game in West Lafayette, 1 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. As you mentioned, more than 4 touchdown favorites for the Buckeyes. Going to be a decent football day. Is this just going to be another kind of prep game waiting for the last game of the season, you think?
Well, it should be. But on the other hand, all you got to do is look at the history of Ohio State traveling to Purdue, and it is a house of horrors for Ohio State. I mean, literally, it has been brutal going over there. Now, it's not every trip, but there are meaningful losses at Purdue. Urban Meyer had his problems over there. John Cooper had his problems. Jim Tressel had issues over there. We can also remember some big wins over there, like the holy Buckeye throw from Craig Krenzel to, was it Michael Thomas or Michael Jenkins, excuse me. Being able to have big plays over there. But right now, Purdue to have the capacity to be able to compete. They've got a brand new coach. Barry Odom is his name. He's a defensive specialist head coach. And he brought in 54 players from the transfer portal.
Wow.
54 new players on the team.
So we were talking about Max Clare, who is our tight end, who transfer portaled over from Purdue to Ohio State. Mm-hmm. All right? And thinking, well, he's going to go. He doesn't know anybody on that team. And
he still wants to beat him.
I know he does. But 54 new guys. So when you're a brand new coach coming into a system like that where they haven't won in such a long time, you've got to do something different. And the transfer portal gave Barry Odom the opportunity to be able to, try and make his team better. Now, how's it done for him? Well, they won their first 2 non-conference games against Ball State and Southern Illinois. Got off to a great start. Well, they haven't sniffed a win since.
No.
All right, last week they played the team up north, and that game went down to not to the wire, but it looks like it on the scoreboard, 21-16, but Michigan controlled that game throughout the entire deal. But that gave them hope, and I think, quite frankly, it's one of the things that will benefit Ohio State in preparation for this game because they saw the competitiveness of that final score against the team up north.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to take this seriously as they go in. But think about it if you're sitting in West Lafayette, Indiana, and you're a Purdue fan, all right? You're 2-7. You haven't won a game in the Big Ten Conference, all right? You've lost 7 games in a row. Things aren't great. And now you got to play Ohio State, number 1 team in the country. The next week you travel to Washington, and then you finish against Indiana.
You're winning no Big Ten games.
None.
Penn State might not either.
That's not going to be pretty.
It's crazy. I mean,
now, yeah, but as you mentioned, though, there has been a kind of a lingering shadow when it comes to traveling to West Lafayette. In fact, 3-4 in the past 20 years. That's not the good. Now, granted,
it's measurable.
The last loss was in 2018, but it's still 3-4, a losing record over the past 20 years. Here's what Ryan Day had to say about that.
I was part of the 18 team, so I know what that was like, and they have a lot of pride in that program. I think Barry Odom is a very, very good coach. These guys are well coached, and he is a good man and a good football coach. And I know he's got a good staff there. So, we know we have to bring it at 1:00 on Saturday, and Purdue is a program that has a lot of pride, and it's not going to be any different when we play these guys on Saturday.
And let's go back real quick because we have seen, I don't know, it's shocking to think that you can look at a team like Ohio State, which was the preseason number 1 and continues to be that, and they're playing very sound football, but now you're also getting things, like you said yesterday, they have the ability to go in at halftime, bust out the chalkboard like your kids playing in a playground and writing on your hand, you go this way, you go this way. No practice, and they come out and do it. And you need the right players to do that. And Julian's saying, looks to be that guy right now, throwing those deep balls.
No doubt about it. I thought the Terry Smith, who was the head coach, the interim head coach at Penn State after the game, talked about the fact that they went into this game against Ohio State in full preparation, that under no circumstances were they going to ever allow any of these receivers to get behind them, all right? That was their number 1 goal. And he said, we couldn't do it.
It happened twice.
We literally could not cover them. And he said these 2 receivers are not only the best 2 in the country, but they're the best 2 receivers Ohio State has ever had. When you take into account Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate.
And we got Abuka, we got Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah,
they're already in the NFL kicking butt.
Whether it's wide receiver you or not, all you got to do is look at the NFL rosters and say that there's probably not anybody better.
Right?
And then we got Chris Henry Jr. coming next year.
Exactly. Should be good.
Now, here's what Ryan Day had to say about Julian throwing those deep balls.
I don't think it takes a genius to figure out that the kid has tremendous anticipation and touch and a strong arm. And so when you stop the film and you see where the receiver is and then where the ball is completed, you're talking about probably 30 yards where he's got to pick a small area of the field where that ball has to land, and that's just something that you really can't teach. He's got a great feel for it, understanding how a receiver is going to run his route and then being on the same page.
They are looking good. It's hard to argue. If any, as we ask every week, what chance does Purdue have? What do they got to do if they want to do anything at all?
Well, they've got to play perfectly, and Ohio State has to participate in their own demise.
Mistakes.
All right? They've got to make mistakes. And, one of the issues that Ryan Day certainly looks at is, and go back to the Penn State game just a week ago, right before halftime, Ohio State gets the ball with 2 minutes left, and they know they're going to get the ball to start the second half. Yeah. So this is a perfect scenario for a 2-minute drive, all right, to be able to put points on the board and get the ball again to start the second half and put Penn State away. The very first play, basic running play, and our running back gets stripped of the ball, and Penn State's able to get a last half touchdown in that game. Now all of a sudden it's 17-14.
Yeah, 14-point swing there. Ruined my prediction.
No question about it. I mean, it was crazy. And those are the things that keep coaches up at night. And those are the things that if you got into that kind of a scenario at Purdue, you get yourself into that, you could get into a mess.
Yeah. It's the one thing that you cannot do is make those mental mistakes. But the thing is, That's the thing about Ohio State is something like that.
They haven't been doing them.
Not only have they been doing them, but if and when it does happen, it doesn't seem like that big of an issue. They can turn around and, recoup those points, if you will, fairly easily.
Guys, as much as we've talked about the success of Ohio State offensively, last week we had 3 guys with 100 yards of total offense, the 2 receivers, and we got Bo Jackson to go over 100 yards rushing. So when you get that kind of production out of 3 of your players, each 100 yards, that's pretty good. But the real success story this year has got to be the defense, all right? They have just been spectacular. And if you look at Matt Patricia, the new defensive coordinator coming in, I mean, he is like a kid in a candy store. He is having so much fun at the college level. And the one player that I think we all knew that Sonny Styles was going to be a beast. We all knew that in the secondary, Caleb Downs is going to be an All-American. But where did Arvell Reese come from?
Oh, my God. He is amazing.
You talk about a game wrecker. Now, he's supposed to be a quote-unquote linebacker.
Right.
So those are 2 guys, Sonny Styles and he, that line up there in the middle. I challenge you to really watch closely to number 8 when you're watching the game, and I want you to count how many different positions or places he lines up on each play, because they move him around like crazy. And that's one of the things that drives an offense nuts, is they have to account for number 8 on every play. Well, they got to go look and find him first.
Right.
I mean, because he is lining up in different places. Matt Patricia, his comment on this, he was asked the question, where do you like to position Arvell Reese? And his answer to that is, Arvell on the field is my favorite place for him.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
I mean, coming into the season, it was all about Caleb Downs, best defensive player in the country. Guess what? The NFL scouts are all talking about Arvell Reese.
Yeah, there was a pre-draft Mel Kiper post that came out this week, and of the top 5 guys that were going to be drafted, Ohio State had 3
That's
of
insane.
the top 5 to be drafted. Now, we're a long way before now in the NFL draft. But just
Tate, Reese, and Downs.
And Downs.
Yeah.
But just think, if Jeremiah Smith was eligible for the draft...
Oh, no, we'd have 4.
We'd have 4. And if Julian Sayin...
We'd have the top 5.
We might have the top 5.
Has that ever happened? 1, 2, and 3 in the draft?
No, I don't think so.
There's no way.
Can't be. No.
Has it been 1 and 2 before from the same school?
1 and 2, I don't think back to back.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe Alabama's had situations where they've had maybe 2 in the top 5 or something.
Right.
Yeah,
like
sure.
But my goodness, this is...
Because they would have to line up perfectly for the team's needs in the NFL, of course, but still.
But, guys, from a recruiting standpoint, you really need to understand, and from the transfer portal standpoint, because that's a recruitment job, too, what are guys looking for? Do they want to learn the alma mater at Ohio State? Do they want to go to Buckeye Grove and look at the trees? Do they want to go to class? Do they want to do... No! They want to get to the NFL. And so, if you look at the path to the NFL, can anybody argue that Ohio State is giving most of these guys the best opportunity?
Okay, but here's my question with that. Because over the past few years, you guys have been dominant. Doesn't look like it's going to slow down that much. Could that hurt the transfer portal in that you've got some really good, let's call them on any team, B+ players that don't want to come because they're not going to get any playing time.
I don't think receivers want to come through the portal right
stacked.
now.
Well, it's interesting because I would rather have a guy that would look at a stacked room and say, I'm willing to compete. I believe in myself enough that I will make time on that field for me.
C.J. Donaldson.
Versus the guy that goes, you know what? They got too many guys.
Yeah, it's a good mentality. But if you're trying to showcase,
I understand,
and you can be the number 1 receiver on a decent team, as opposed to the number 4 or 5 receiver on, let's call it, the number 1 team. I don't know.
That's why we see guys that don't just go into the transfer portal once; they go twice, they go 3 times, because they can't find that home.
Yeah.
They can't find that home. So you got to be very careful in terms of roster management. Has become the new term in college football because you can only have so many guys. And you start looking at your quarterback room, right now, Julian Sayin is the dude. And he's got this season and 1 more of eligibility from a standpoint of the draft. Now, he could play another 2 seasons after this because he's a redshirt freshman. But the thought of him, if he continues to, play at the level that he's playing, he's going to be a first-round draft pick, so he's not going to be here. But you start thinking about the quarterback room. You got Lincoln Kienholz in there. You got Tavian St. Clair. And you got another guy coming next season from California.
Maybe.
Where, somebody's got to move out of that room, right?
Well, Lincoln or the other, not the guy, the new guy will probably come anyway.
You hope so.
Because Julian's only going to play one more year.
You hope so. That would be the case.
But I could see Kienholz and the other. And
there's going to continue to be movement as we go along. So
as long as we end up with the right one.
Yeah. So how'd we do in our picks?
Go ahead. I thought you were about to say something.
No.
All right, so OSU beat Penn State 38-14, and with a prediction of 38-17, Kelly Quinn.
Yo!
Yes.
I want to say she prices righted me.
Well, you had 31-14. Goose tried to prices right you with 31-17.
That's what it was. Kelly Quinn.
If it weren't for that 14-point swing at the end of the half,
you were there.
I was there.
Yeah,
I had 45. So.
Yeah. Well, it was a great win for Ohio State, and
it was.
It'll be interesting to see what goes on in the Big Ten this weekend. Here's a number out there just to think about a little bit. Ohio State against Penn State was a 20-point favorite. It was like 18.5 by kickoff at home. Indiana goes to Penn State this week.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Indiana is only a 14-point favorite.
Really?
On the road at Penn State. Tell me if you're throwing money. You like Indiana to smoke Penn State at Penn State?
Yes.
14's not enough, is
14's not enough. I don't
Shouldn't
think.
Yeah,
be.
I'll take that. I'll take Indiana and give up the 14.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I don't think Penn State's got a care in the world at this point in terms of trying to get a win. And until they name their next head football coach, these kids are on the phone, on the internet. They are texting. They are all over it. Where am I going to play next year?
Yeah, they're looking at the portal.
For sure. Yeah.
Where are we going to play next year?
Speaking of which, there's not much to say about it. Obviously, only the first one, but we did get the first official CFP rankings.
Yep.
No surprise here. Ohio State coming in number 1, Indiana number 2. Any thoughts, feelings, or anything on that?
I thought Indiana might be number 1 just because of their strength of schedule, and but I think there's been a common respect at this stage for the fact that so many of the voters have been in favor of Ohio State being the number 1 team in the country, and they've continued to perform at a high level. As Ryan Day says, it doesn't really matter right now, but there is a sense of pride being number 1.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's a positive thing. So,
well, if you ask Cam Newton says that Alabama, Georgia, and Texas A&M are all 3 better than Ohio State. Well, they'll get their chance.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Get their chance. Yeah. We have playoffs now.
Yeah, words are easy. Mm-hmm. Let's see what the final is. So, Kelly Quinn.
Yes.
The Buckeyes are a 28-point favorite. Is that
29.5?
Oh, it grew.
Yeah.
That's 4 touchdowns.
Buckeyes are going to hammer Purdue. Purdue.
Don't.
42-3.
42-3.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, so she's got one of the scores right. Ohio State looked at that game that Purdue played a week ago against Team Up North. Team Up North had 21 points in their win. Ohio State will double that number, and they will cut the Purdue number in half. So it will be 42-8.
Oh, my God.
42-8. That's
8.
That's the number.
So
I don't know how you
how you
get
getting
I don't
8?
know. They're going to go for 2.
They're going to go for 2 and make it.
42-8.
Oh, in garbage time.
Yes.
Yeah,
42-8.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. I think that obviously Purdue is not playing well. Ohio State's playing just about the best football in the country right now. I think it's even going to be a bigger blowout, 54-10.
Woo! Like that.
I can't believe this. I had 42-3. 42-8. I have 42-0.
All right.
I mean, if Northwestern can shut them out, can't we? Seriously.
You would hope so.
The only thing I'm going to say, though, is we are now halfway through the season, so at least there's a little more field experience there.
Yeah.
So
but that was that last week?
That was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yep. Yeah, they lost to Northwestern 19-0. They lost a 3-point game to Rutgers, and then they lost to the Team Up North by 5. So they've been in the last couple of games.
And that game, here's the other thing, too, is that game last week for me should have been. I mean, we screwed ourselves. Michigan played horrible, and so if Michigan could have played like they should have, it would have been closer to 54-10 like it should have been.
Right.
But yeah,
that is what when I talk about participating in your own demise.
Yes.
Michigan was trying to give that game away.
Yes.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
So that gives you some idea how bad Penn State is. So Buckeyes roll on Perdon't.
Yep.
Let's go get them.
I've got to have a shutout to win.
It's not going to happen. You're all about the shutout. That's like your fifth shutout, I guess. And
well, look at that defense.
Not happening.
He's wearing a number 8 jersey to bed at night. That's what he's doing for Arvell Reese.
He is a bad man.
Thank you so very much for coming in
Great to be with you
again,
guys.
and excited to see what goes down on a football Saturday tomorrow as Ohio State heads to West Lafayette to take on Purdue, 1 p.m. on the Big Ten Network.
Go Bucks!
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
A Virginia jury has awarded $10 million to Abigail Zwerner, the first-grade teacher shot by a 6-year-old student at Rich Neck Elementary School back in January 2023. The verdict found that assistant principal Ebony Barker ignored multiple warnings that the child had a gun, a failure the jury deemed gross negligence. Testimony revealed at least 2 teachers alerted Parker to reports from students about the weapon on campus, but no action was taken before Abigail Zwerner was shot in the hand and chest. And by the way, she still has a bullet lodged in her chest and has not regained full use of her left hand. The $10 million in damages will be covered by the Newport News School Board's insurance pool. So she's getting that money.
Yeah.
I'm glad for her.
Well
she deserves
deserved.
every penny.
Yep.
President Trump says he has reached a deal to lower weight loss drug prices for Americans. Speaking from the White House, Trump says the price of the drugs could be available for as little as $149 a month. The drugs, including Ozempic and Wegovy, currently go for over $1,000 a month. And if you're using it for weight loss, it is not covered by insurance. So there's a deal that's been made with Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk, which would expand the coverage to include weight loss. And the deal's part of Trump's favored nation drug plan, where U.S. residents would pay the same as other countries for the same drugs.
Which you would really think, I mean, if you really look at it,
yeah,
and the underlying issues that can result from obesity or weight gain and other things, if you lessen that, because we know it works for weight loss, lessen that cost, people can lose weight on it, which results to healthier things, which will then save money on other medical issues.
Right.
Like, it's a whole snowball effect.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of getting the root cause.
Yes.
Healthcare costs are extreme when it comes to people with obesity.
Yeah.
Police say a man standing outside a bar in Port St. Lucie, Florida, got into such heated argument with 3 other people over how many eggs chickens can lay that he grabbed a gun. Police say 44-year-old Peter Riera fired 4 shots from a .45 caliber Glock. Nobody was injured. That's how drunk he was. Fired 4 shots. You're arguing with
eggs.
3 other people right outside a bar in close proximity about how many eggs a chicken can lay.
Now, do we have an answer? How many eggs
No,
can a
but
chicken
this
lay?
guy knows because he raises chickens. So he knows. And I don't know why they weren't consulting him as an authority. They were arguing with them, and he had enough.
Now, is it per
lay?
Yeah, per dump, or is it like overall in general?
Like in a lifespan?
Right.
I don't quite know the details of the argument. It just had to do with chicken and eggs.
Do you want to take a guess?
I do.
I have the results per year.
Oh, really?
Per year.
Oh, per year.
How many eggs can a
that's
chicken
problem.
lay per year?
Are they laying eggs every week? Or, well, I don't know how often they lay. I want to say it's like 4 or 5 eggs per dump.
Okay.
Per egg dump.
Okay.
So I'm going to say if it's 50 once a week. I know.
50 eggs a week? Is that what you said?
No.
50
once a week.
Once a week for 52 weeks.
Oh.
4 to 5 eggs per dumpage.
Let's just say 200.
Okay.
200 eggs a year.
Think you got a guess? How many?
That seems like...
It does. Now that I say 200, that is a lot of work for a poor hen.
Yeah, I mean, because how quick do you have eggs, back again to lay again?
That's what I mean.
That's
Is it
math.
every week?
Right. I'm going to say 127.
A chicken can lay between 250 and 300 eggs per year.
Oh, look at that queen hen, baby.
That was a big egg.
Is it like the Monty Python where the woman just is standing in the, she's had so many babies, she's just doing dishes and has another one right there. She doesn't even really realize it. Is that what happens with
varies
chickens and eggs?
significantly by breed, age, and environment, but a leghorn can lay up to 300 eggs in its first year.
I'll say.
Wild chicken might only lay 12 eggs annually, so it does vary, but on average, 250 to 300 eggs per year.
Ooh. What?
I'll say.
So anyway, this guy was sick and tired of arguing about facts, so he pulled out his Glock, fired 4 shots. No one was injured. He got arrested. So did 2 of the people he was arguing with because they resisted arrest. That's how drunk they all were.
Nice.
And those are your 3 things.
Hey, if you want to see that song performed live, you can do so Wednesday, July 15th at the Shoe. Tickets go on sale. Excuse me. You didn't hear that, did you?
No, I didn't hear that at all.
Okay. No, you didn't hear the other end. Okay, good.
Oh.
No way.
Totally 100%.
Cough caused it.
Yeah.
Those happen. That happens.
Sorry.
It's all that pressure inside builds up.
Yeah, man.
Got to go somewhere.
It's like a backdraft. Downward pressure pushes outward.
We've reached a new level in our relationship.
I didn't mean to. I was apologizing to make sure that it didn't.
But, now that it happened, it's free reign.
In fact, it's a funny story. Yesterday I was sitting up last night off the couch. It was time to go to bed, but I was already laying down. So I did kick the leg up in the air to give myself forward momentum. And Nora was like, "You better be careful." It's like, I don't trust your booty hole anymore. I was like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Apparently not. I can't cough.
She's right.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was audible. That's not. Anyways, moving along. AC/DC, Wednesday, July 15th. Tickets on sale this Friday. But hey, we've got tickets to give away coming up here in about 30 minutes. Final pair for the week that we'll get you hooked up with. So hang on for that. Real quick, I saw this question online. I just thought it was funny. We're going to have a real quick debate here. Who's the most normal?
Kelly.
Of the 3 of us. See, but I've got arguments for everyone as to why and why not. But yes, the question is the most.
The most normal.
Who is normal?
Because none of us are.
Yeah, but the most normal. Because at home every night, not leaving the house after sundown, except on Saturdays when you and your husband go to the same restaurant every single weekend. And what'd you do this weekend? We went to dinner Saturday night. That was it. That's not really that normal. Zero,
okay. You might be right.
Zero out and aboutness.
You might be right.
And I don't mean this as an insult.
I don't take it as one.
No drugs, no drinking.
I am very self-aware. I know that my life may be considered boring to some, although I'm very comfortable in it.
Right.
Very comfortable in the routine, I know what to expect every day. I don't like surprises in terms of in my schedule. I don't like a surprise. I don't like somebody to say, hey, I have a surprise for you.
Right.
Nope. Pass. Don't want the surprise.
Like Charlie comes in, it's like, let's say it's like a Sunday at 11 o'clock, right? Yeah. And he's like, you got an hour to get ready. I'm taking you somewhere.
He absolutely would not do that to me.
Would that just cause your hair to fall? I mean, just straight stress?
It would stress me out, yeah.
Would. All right.
Yeah, I can't find any fun in that.
How normal is that? I don't know.
But I am normal in the way that I have held down a job my entire working life. I am dependable.
Okay.
I blend into society. I'm conflict averse. Go along to get along. The only thing is I will, from time to time, sit in my locked car with the windows rolled up and scream at the top of my lungs.
That's normal.
To release anxiety.
I think that's normal.
I would say that
and
if
healthy.
Not normal, healthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got no problem with that.
Okay.
Now I'm Monday through Thursday, we're the same. Same schedule, it's like
routine.
Yeah, same routine. Always, comfort.
Okay.
Don't want any issues, don't want any eruptions, don't want any conflict. Let me get through my week, man.
Okay.
And then we can have some fun on the weekend.
And the argument I was thinking for you, very everyday man, middle Ohio, little rural Ohio, fishing
and football.
You go home and you do your home repairs on the weekend.
Yeah.
You watch football,
mow the lawn.
Yeah.
What about
but
you,
sometimes
Goose?
your thought process, man, is not
That's
normal.
Where the issue is
not normal. Normal.
I admit it. I'll own it.
Me? Oh boy. I would say. Well, there's really nothing. No, I've got no argument. I mean, besides like the wife and 2 kids.
Yeah. That's normal.
That's normal.
The suburban home.
The suburban condo,
Yeah. But you and your wife to be, you love to do stuff together. You golf.
Golf,
That's
yeah.
normal.
Golf, that's normal.
You like to go have a few drinks at the neighborhood watering hole.
Yeah.
Okay. That
gambling.
does, 90% of the time split off into should we go to the casino or the strip club? I mean, then you start like, things can get wild.
They
Things
can
get wild after a few drinks if you don't decide to go home.
I would say much more active than the average middle-aged man.
For sure.
You explore, like you love to try new things. You like to get out and about and see what's happening in the community.
Yeah. Big, huge case of FOMO. Like, I don't want to miss out on yeah, like I said, yes, man, I'll go. Yes, I'll go. Yes, I'll try this.
Your first month living here, how many times were you up and down High Street and you knew half dozen
I know, he's like,
places?
we were at this place on MD. Oh, you ever been here? No, I've never even heard of it.
Right.
I've never heard of any of the places you've gone to.
Yeah. You know more about the bars than we do.
That's true.
Now, to start talking about your issue with nipples and stuff, that's not normal.
That's so weird.
Or belly button.
Yeah.
Eyes.
That whole that Bermuda
Eyes.
Triangle that you can't touch.
No.
Yeah, no, that's definitely weird. And then I would say, like, probably a darker sense of humor than most. And I absolutely do not treat Nora like a normal person.
No, you do not.
Yeah. Like, our relationship is not of the norm.
But I love it.
It's way out there.
It's
Like,
a
in
great
what
relationship.
Yeah.
And,
A lot of poking and a lot of picking and poking and a ton of sarcasm.
oh, gosh. Yeah.
Like, not that insults are a love language. It's not like insulting, but it's definitely
poking fun.
But
at each
you know
other.
what? And that's something that I know you did it. I know you and your friends when you were in high school, how we tried to get each other so hard. Ragging on each other.
Roasting is my love language.
Yeah, I mean that to me that is normal.
Yeah,
So, but Nora can hang with you.
She can. Yes,
that's the thing.
That is the thing. Absolutely. I would love you to get your group of friends together this weekend and have the debate of who's the most normal. Yeah.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Another day and another story coming from Florida. Yes, we have ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? 4 students were hospitalized in Margate Middle School on Wednesday because 7 to 8 students were exposed to edible snacks. And I mean the wacky tobacco kind of edible snacks. 4 of the students were hospitalized while the rest were released to their parents. Everyone's in stable condition. Don't know what kind of edibles the students had, but obviously contained the marijuana. They say in a statement that the spokesperson said the school and district administrators are working with authorities to determine the source of the food and ensure student safety. So they still don't know where it came from, what they ate. They just know they had a whole bunch of students with the munchies.
When you
Smoke weed every day.
in junior high or middle school, everybody knew who the drug dealer was. Like, everybody. There's a guy who's dealing drugs, and everyone knows who it is. That's how it was when I was a kid.
Who did you know, Kelly?
I knew who the guy was.
I knew the guy.
I knew where he lived. And
Really?
Yes.
I knew the guys.
I didn't know the guy.
No?
I did not
You didn't know
the
a guy?
No.
Really?
Did not
in
know
high
the guy.
school?
No.
You didn't know a guy that could get weed?
No.
Wow.
But I didn't. But I never touched the stuff in high school, so I didn't know.
What,
I didn't
Kelly
ever.
didn't?
I never did. Never,
still
ever,
knew the
ever.
guy?
Yeah, because my friends all wanted to buy weed, and so they're like, "Hey," my one friend was like, "Hey, I'm afraid to go over there by myself. Will you go with me?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure." Went over there. The guy pulls out a drawer of pills and weed and all kinds of stuff. This guy had a very
was the guy.
flourishing business.
Okay.
Across the street from the school.
One of my best friends would buy an ounce, and he would roll up joints, and he
And
would
just sell the
he
joints.
would sell the joints
all right.
in the
Parents
cafeteria.
Parents were reminded to speak to their children about not sharing or eating candy that does not come from their home, and report any trust issues, if you will.
I'll only eat the gummies that come from my parents' house.
That's right. Don't do that in my house. In dinosaur news, I guess for a very long time, up until now, I guess, they have never been able to tell male and female dinosaurs apart. They find the bones, we got ourselves a dinosaur, but they don't know male or female. But a new study found we might now be able to determine male between female because they have found that looking for fractures in the backbones of the females might give them clue. Them dinos putting in work. Come on now. Dang. Just breaking backs over here. Gonna take that stego. Come on. Good for you. Apparently, dinosaurs were so big that females may have suffered spinal fractures while mating. Just getting that back broken.
Spinal fractures. Dang it.
Come on.
Violent sex.
Man, sending Nora a text right now. T-Rex is coming home, baby.
I think I heard her peel out of the driveway.
You're right. Oh, good for you. So we may now be able to determine male versus female. So next time you go to the museum, keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for that broken back. Yeah. It's your not so breaking news. Oh, cannot wait for the show. Absolutely hilarious comedian coming back to town, and cannot wait to check him out. Joining the show now. Very funny man, Mr. Bert Kreischer. How you doing, sir?
Not much. How you doing?
Good. Goose and Thick Rick from the Blitz in Columbus. Super excited. Can't wait to have you coming up here in just a little bit. I have a feeling it's going to be at best, at worst, an okay show. At best, it's going to be mind-blowing.
It's going to be mind-blowing. Listen, I have gone to the mattresses on Ohio. I have fight with every I had a clip that went viral where I said Ohio was the greatest state in the union. And every state I do that I'm interviewed go, defend Ohio.
So how would you defend Ohio? What do you tell them?
It is the most beautiful state we have. It's beautiful topography. It's varying topography. You have big cities and you have small towns. You have the hills and the mountains down by Cincinnati that people think, or out by Dayton that people don't realize are like beautiful kind of small town vibes. It's got weather. Not every state that's beautiful has weather. It has diversity. It has open-mindedness, but yet they're not borderline lunatics that are like crazy left wing or crazy right wing. Although they have it, it is the best place in the world to sit in your garage, drink a beer, and watch rain come. I'm telling you right now, I love Ohio. And I'll tell you right now also, Columbus is the reason that I fell in love with Ohio, because Columbus was the first city. You do Cincinnati, there were comedy clubs in every city. Cincinnati, Dayton, Liberty, Cleveland, Young. I mean, there were clubs everywhere. But it wasn't until you went to Columbus that you really got Ohio. And you were like, okay, this is amazing. Columbus is probably one of the coolest cities. Columbus and Madison, Wisconsin are crazy great cities.
You know, let me tell you, being from Detroit and having done radio all across this country, I just moved to Columbus in February and have absolutely fallen in love with Columbus. I have to agree with you. It really is a really cool town.
It's a food town. Listen, let me tell you why it's great. I'm going to tell you right now. It's the gay people. You need gay people. You need gay people to have a great city.
Hey, Bert, you talked about Columbus. A year and a half ago, you played Nationwide Arena. And my wife and I had 12th row tickets. You were worth every penny. But, man, the one thing I noted, it was like electric in there. You had to feel that. It was incredible.
I have always, Columbus is the first place I ever told the Machine story on stage. Columbus comedy crowds are better than anywhere in the country. The Columbus Funny Bone has always been the flagship club of all the Funny Bones, of all comedy clubs. And that is where everyone wants to play. The staff are comic fans. I mean, they're like, Ohio has comedy fans. They'll go and see someone they've never seen before because they like comedy. And so once you build a following in Columbus, man, it is electric. And thank you very much. And I cannot wait to get back.
Well, I tell you, I got fifth row for the show coming up.
Oh, you moved closer.
Well, my wife is in love with you, and she wants to feel your sweat hit her in the face. So I had to go up to fifth row.
I can make that happen.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt.
What was it like as things started to explode? I've been doing stand-up since I've been 18, obviously nowhere near at the level, but I was the house MC at Looney's in Colorado Springs. I performed at Comedy Works in Denver. I would love to get to the Funny Bone. What was it like when you went from doing and getting into your first stand-up, and then things started to explode, and they call you for that first special, and now obviously with everything you have going on, where was that? What was that moment like when you got that first big phone call? When, let's say, your first special.
I'll tell you what. You know what it feels like. It feels like being the tough guy at the comedy at the club who's talking trash and going, "Yeah, meet me outside." And then all of a sudden, the guy goes, "All right, let's go outside." You're like, "Wait, we're gonna fight?" It's easy to say.
Oh, wait, this is happening? Yeah.
It's easy to say you're funny and you're talented and you're not getting a break. And, man, I'm telling you, look at these idiots getting specials. Man, if they gave me a special and then they give you a special and you're like, "Oh, it's time to put my money where my mouth is." And in my case, I think I had waited so long for that opportunity that when it arose, I didn't take it for granted. So I disappeared. That Secret Time, which is the special that kind of broke me.
Yeah.
Secret Time, I disappeared for 2 months. I went for 2 months and a different city every single night, 2 shows a night, every single night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then rinse and repeat. I spent very little time at home. I worked that one act. I worked it 19 different times. And I'm telling you, I was like, I think by the time, what's crazy is I only filmed two shows. And on that first show, I bombed. And I had never bombed with this material. It just bombed. And I was like, oh my God. And then the next show I did, I crushed. It was like probably easily one of the best shows of my entire life. And, but then still you're like, I hope people like it. I hope people see it.
It's amazing how the same show with a different crowd can be so different. And I am a firm believer. I through all of my, 48 now coming up on 49 years of life experience, I can't compare the feeling of bombing on stage to anything in the entire world. There's no feeling down in your gut like bombing.
The worst, huh?
Oh.
There's nothing worse than knowing you're going to be up on stage for 45 minutes and opening up with a joke that doesn't work and realizing this is going to be a very long night.
Right. Because you're like, oh, wait, but I got this joke in my back pocket. This one always works. I'm going to get him with this one. And then that doesn't work. And you're like, what the F's going on? And it's just soul-wrenching.
Yeah. Although having said that, and I think you'll agree with me, the best is when you give up totally and you go, all right, let's figure this out. And you do figure it out. And you turn a room that hated you into people that adore you. That switch. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like going out to dinner and and a bunch of people you don't know, and the one girl's just being a bitch the whole time. And then you're like, what is wrong with her? And then all of a sudden, as you got all going to leave, he pulls you, gives your number, and gives you like, hey, call me. And you're like,
yeah, call me, yes. Yep, absolutely.
I did a show in Miami, and I did 5 to 10 minutes where it was silent. And finally I went, all right, you know what, guys, we're going to be here for a while. We got to make this work. I go, give me a Cuban guy who barely speaks English, and give me a black guy that's got gold teeth. And they were like, huh? That's who was all in the room. I brought them on stage, and I was like, guys, my act isn't working because I don't think they understand what I'm trying to say. So I need you to just translate to your people. And they're like, what? And so I said, I will tell the joke, and then you say it to your people how you would say it. And, like, I say it in Ebonics or however you'd say it. So I remember the first line I said was, I was talking to this girl at a bar, and the black guy goes, can a player get some conversation? And the place went bananas.
That is, what a genius idea.
That is hilarious.
That's so good.
Hey, I noticed on social media you're talking about picking a new look. Did you decide on one of those shots? Did everybody give you some feedback on that?
Oh, wait, by the way, did you see the one I posted this morning? I think it's gotten taken down.
No.
Last night, Tom, my best friend, posted a picture of me that we had taken in Hawaii years ago where I did the old tuck it between my legs.
Yes.
And he posted it, and I saw it last night. He called me and didn't say anything, and I was like, what's up? He's like, nothing. Call me later. So I see his post, and I was like, son of a... So I then go, I turned 30, I turned 53, and I think I may have to turn into a collared shirt guy. But don't worry, Tom Segura, I'll never forget who I was, and I was 53, I had it tucked between my legs again.
Your relationship with Tom, you guys are just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's been a journey. We're best friends, and we have a podcast together, and we have a vodka brand together. We have a race team. We have an NIL company. I mean, it's and we both have careers in film and television and touring, and it's kind of nice when we just go back to busting balls, you know?
Right. Oh, absolutely. That's some of the best stuff. The just au naturel type stuff for sure.
I did like the indirect references to Tom in your movie, The Machine, which, by the way, oh my God, we saw it opening weekend in the theater. When you punched that dude and you said, I'm inside him, he's so warm. I thought I was going to pee my pants, man.
Thank you. That was an improv that Mark Hamill did not like.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
Well, Mark Hamill can kiss my ass. That was hilarious, man.
Mark Hamill did not like any part of that scene at all. He's
Really?
Like, it's so funny. I was like, it's hysterical.
Oh,
yeah, he didn't
yeah.
like it. He didn't want us to shoot it.
Yeah, he might. I don't know. Something wrong with his sense of humor.
That's crazy. To have one, 6 or 10 minute joke turned into an entire movie.
Oh, it was hilarious.
We absolutely cannot wait. November 21st at the Schott. Get your tickets out. There are just a few select tickets left, so you're going to want to get them now. I mean, it's a Friday night. You don't have to work the next morning. You can come laugh your ass off, have some drinks, see a funny shirtless man do his thing on stage. Mr. Bert Kreischer, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, man.
Oh, thanks, guys.
All right, here we go. AC/DC, last pair of tickets for the week. Tickets go on sale today at 10 a.m. Ticketmaster.com. They're playing The Shoe July 15th. But how about we just save you $300 and give you a pair of tickets right now before you can even buy them? Last pair of tickets for the week. We are going to play The Secret Sound. It's very simple. A very simple game. I'm going to play you an audio clip. You just have to tell me what the audio clip is of.
Easy.
What is the secret sound?
Yeah.
You identify the secret sound, you're winning the tickets. Thick, you got the secret sound pulled up?
I do.
All right. Take a close listen, and then you give us a call, 800-821-9970. When you can identify the secret sound, be the first person to do so, and you've got the tickets. Here is the secret sound.
Trauma. I feel like that thing had a beginning, middle, and an end.
Yeah, a whole story arc, for sure. And I can tell you, you're not wrong. It does have a whole story arc. Yeah. 800-821-9970 if you can identify the secret sound. Let's go here. Blitz, hi.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
This is Jenny.
Jenny, what's the secret sound?
Oh, I don't...
Oh, you weren't even paying attention.
Blown a whistle. Blown a whistle.
Blown a whistle, yeah. I mean, there was a whistle blown in the beginning, but that's not the actual secret sound. It's part of the overall secret sound. Blitz, hi, who's this? Okay, bye.
I gave up.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Roscoe.
Roscoe, what's the secret sound?
Yeah, we're going to have to
Okay,
get
good
through about
guess.
30 seconds.
Yeah, we're gonna
30 seconds.
let it click.
Yeah,
let it click first.
Let it click.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
Ron.
Ron?
Sean.
Sean, I'm sorry, Sean, what's the secret sound?
I thought it was playing after I called.
Yeah, it probably was. Everyone just wanted the tickets. Everyone thinks if I just call, they're going to give me tickets. No, you got to earn them. Got to earn the tickets. Blitz, hi, who's this?
William Hacker.
Wilkin, all right, let's try this again. What's the secret sound?
Yep.
Yeah, you didn't know either. Yeah, no. Everybody's just not paying attention.
That's all right.
No,
That's
okay.
all right.
We'll get there eventually.
We'll get through this.
We'll find out. They hung up.
No.
Yeah, okay, great. Blitz, hi, who's this? Rick?
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, Rick, what's the secret sound?
It sounded like a bar fight to me.
Oh, bar
really
fight. Not
did.
quite.
Good guess, though.
Not quite. Blitz, hi, who's this?
It's Chris.
Chris, what's the secret sound, Chris?
I don't know. A ping pong game.
That's a very aggressive ping pong game.
They can get
Did you
aggressive.
hear the grunts and yelling in there?
Yeah.
That was a very aggressive ping pong game, but not it. No. Blitz, hi, who's this?
It's Leah.
Leah, what is the secret sound?
Is it like a karate match of some sort?
Karate match of some sort. Closer than ping pong, I can tell you that much, but not quite it. Okay, can we stop with the text messages? No, it's not Goose with his explosive diarrhea. No, it's not Goose trying the penile stretch. No, it's not Goose's audition for American Ninja Warrior.
Goose Jelqing.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
It's Dylan.
Dylan, what is the secret sound?
A man getting attacked by bees.
By bees. Oh, I did hear the slapping in there. That's not quite it. Blitz, hi, who's this?
It's Mark.
Mark, what's the secret sound?
Prison fight.
A prison fight.
Ooh.
That's also a good guess, but that is not it. AC/DC tickets up for grabs. Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Kevin.
Kevin, what is the secret sound?
Two people sword fighting.
Sword fighting. No, not quite. We're all dancing around, but
Should we
not
play it
quite.
again?
One more time. Give me a real quick clip. Eight 800-821-9970. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Chloe.
Chloe, what is the secret sound?
Is it a basketball game?
Basketball game. No.
Good guess.
No, not quite. Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Mary.
Mary, what is the secret sound for AC/DC tickets?
Is it a tennis match?
Oh, tennis match. No, not ping pong, not tennis, not karate. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Donnie.
Donnie, what's the secret sound?
A basketball game.
Not a basketball game, no. Blitz, hello, who's this?
Okay, this is Ryan.
Ryan, what is the secret sound, Ryan?
Is it a wrestling match?
Not quite.
Or MMA?
MMA, no, not MMA. No, not it. Blitz, hi, what's the secret sound?
Is it a wrestling match?
Not a wrestling match. 2 in a row there. No, not quite. Blitz, hi, what's the secret sound?
It's Rick fishing.
Rick fishing. He does get pretty aggressive.
Can I get bonus points for like the funniest guess? Because nobody's guessing this sound.
Yes, you do get bonus points, which earns you a hearty round of applause. Congratulations.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah.
And a pair of AC/DC tickets.
Good try, not quite.
Yeah, that might happen when I'm fishing.
One more. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hello.
Hello. Hi, what's the secret sound?
Pickleball tournament.
Pickleball tournament. No, that's a very aggressive pickleball tournament. Not it. Kelly, you have a guess? I will tell you this. It's within the competition realm. I mean, people are guessing a competition.
And I would say it is, it's combat sports.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it tug of war?
Oh, not quite. No. It's a very unique
doesn't
fight.
sound like tug
No,
of
we're gonna
war.
have to hang on to these
Okay.
AC/DC tickets because we're out of time.
Can you say what it is or no?
We're
We're gonna bring it
hang
back.
on to it, but no, I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
It's a kick fighting competition. It's a monkey bar kick fighting competition.
They're all
four guys hanging on and just kicking the crap out of each other.
Well, and trying to knock each other off the monkey
bar.
bars.
Yeah.
Where did you come upon this thing?
Yeah, you know how we spend our afternoons, Kelly.
I do.
You,
Yeah, it was a dumb question.
you reach the depths of the
Yes.
internet when you spend the time like we do watching videos. But people getting heel kicked in the jaw.
Dang.
I mean, yeah, it's aggressive. And then once you get kicked off, you've got nowhere to go but down.
Right.
And you just hit the ground. Yeah.
I would go see it live.
Now, we used to do the chicken fights in elementary school, but
Yes.
that wasn't kicking. You had to like wrap your legs
You're
around
trying to
them,
pull them down.
Yeah. Not kicking them square in the mouth.
Yeah, it's violent.
That's aggressive. All right, so we'll hang on to the tickets and give them away next week.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Well, flights are being canceled across America starting today as the FAA makes cuts at 40 big airports, not Columbus. 4% of flights will be cut today, and that percentage will increase every day until it hits 10% next week. It comes as air traffic controllers continue to call in sick. Why? Well, because the government shut down, and they are required to go into work without getting paid. So a lot of them are coming down with the, what do they call it? The flu, the blue flu. What do they call it when you call it off sick, but you're not sick, but you're calling off to protest? Oh, somebody knows.
No.
Anyway, so they're calling off left and right. Secretary of Transportation says he is putting safety first as the longest federal government shutdown in history continues. Now, the only cancellation out of Port Columbus today is a United flight to Houston that was supposed to leave at 11:40 this morning. But keep in mind, cancellations at airports in cities like Detroit, Chicago, Atlanta, New York could impact your connecting flights beginning or ending at Port Columbus. Dallas Cowboys player Marshawn Nealon has died by suicide at the age of 24. Texas police say that Nealon was found early yesterday after a multi-agency search following a car chase. Officers had responded Wednesday night to a welfare check requested by his girlfriend. He had reportedly expressed suicidal thoughts, and then I guess was he texting goodbye to his family?
Yeah,
he sent messages of
he
goodbye.
Did. And then
to
they
his
started
family.
calling him the Cowboys, the police.
Yeah, and he was. I was asking you what kind of player he was. You said he was an up and coming star for the team.
Yeah, I mean he was second. This was his second year. He's young. He was second round pick prior year. Just he hadn't even been in the league for 2 full seasons. Monday night he scored a touchdown on a punt block. I'm like, you just don't know what's going on with somebody. I'm wondering, I do wonder. I mean, because he's a football player, if he's had concussions, and we find out, he had CTE or something, because that leads to this a lot.
Was the police chase having to do with trying to get to him for safety reasons?
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't anything illegal. They were just trying to get to him.
So he just started running, and then took him. I don't know what he was going through. You think you're on top of the world. You just got into the NFL. You worked your whole life to get there. Damn.
Never know.
Yep. Grand Theft Auto 6 is being delayed once again. Take-Two announced the highly anticipated open-world game would now release next year on November 19th as opposed to May 26th. So it's quite a big delay. The company's CEO did not give a reason for the delay in a letter to stakeholders. What is being released today, Anima, Gate of Memories, 1 and 2 remaster.
Anima?
I don't know.
That's a new video game?
It's called Anima, but Enema sounds more fun.
Oh.
How's it spelled?
Anima. Okay.
Anima. Anima.
Like anime, but anima.
Right.
Anima, yeah. Also, Dark Deity 2.
I mean, I knew my Wii controller could fit in certain places, but I didn't think you were supposed to use it for that.
Dark Deity 2 is out today. A Pizza Delivery is out today. It's an adventure game released on PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC. But 1 week from today, it's Call of Duty Black Ops 7 for PC.
Lord. I won't see my son
be a
for a month.
Oh my gosh, my nephew I forget the game he plays. I feel like I had it on the tip of my tongue. But he and his buddy, every time they release a new one, they call off for a week. They take a week's vacation. And
Tyler does it.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if he'll do a whole week, but he will take time off.
Diablo, is that it?
Oh,
Diablo.
yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. But I tell you right now, the GTA fans they don't care about any of these other games.
This has to be the most in-depth, longest video game ever created.
I'll tell you what.
They already have, the GTAs themselves with the open world and all the side games.
Yeah.
You can go to the casino and play poker and play slots. You can go to the golf course and play a round of golf and earn money that way. This is for some of the older games. So what they're going to do with this game, God only knows.
I don't know, but at this point, it better be great.
Yes.
They're going to riot.
Yeah.
All right, those are your 3 things.
All right, you want to make yourself, just kind of overall happier? They say these are old person habits that everyone should adopt. And they put old person habits in air quotes, so I'm assuming they think most old people do these things, and what they constitute as old, I don't know. It just says old person habits. Like, number 1, saying nice things to strangers. Sure, there are cranky old folks out there, but for the most part, just be nice. Give a genuine compliment whenever possible. Nothing wrong with that. One grandma says, don't wash the dishes if you're cooking. Make the eaters wash them. You're not a maid.
I don't disagree with that.
Now, I by no means, say this is the way it has to be or demand it's done this way, but that's how it works in our household.
Yeah.
I do all the cooking.
Yep.
Nora does all the dishes after we're done
Heather
eating.
will jump up and do those dishes.
Yep.
And I'll help. I'll dry.
Oh, yeah, I'm not doing it. Number 3, sleep as much as you need. There's no shame in self-care.
Okay.
Yeah, don't listen. You sleep 10 hours a day? Yeah! I want to sleep 10 hours a day. Although I wish I could sleep 10 hours a day. Here's one for you. Someone said, always opt for the first flight of the day. like 5:45, 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Typically, the plane's been grounded overnight.
Yep.
Shorter lines in the morning.
Absolutely.
Kind of agree with that. Someone said, pajamas. When you get home, Nora's a big proponent of this. Like, she's always like, you're still in your hard pants?
Hard pants.
Hard pants.
Yeah.
That's what she calls them.
Yeah,
you
might
get
come
home,
off as soon as I walk in the door.
Yeah, get home, put on the comfies.
Hell yeah.
Make yourself comfortable in your domicile.
Loungewear.
Yes, loungewear. And this person says, get rid of social media apps. Sure, they're great for killing time, the occasional interesting post, but for the most part, you're basically poisoning your head right now with all the things going on.
Just don't get them to begin with.
There's that.
Then you don't know what you're missing.
What am I going to do with my free time or while I'm sitting on the toilet? I need those apps. I need them.
Read a book, Goose.
Oh, man, you remember walking in with the book into the bathroom?
Yeah, but it was never fiction for me.
No?
No, it was always nonfiction stuff.
Why?
I don't know. I just like reading about real things.
Felt like you absorbed it better?
Yeah. I just like learning about real stuff.
You were basically making room. You were getting rid of stuff so you could absorb more.
Right.
Which would make a lot of sense because you are pretty much for brain. So, if you're getting rid of it, you can restore it to other stuff. It's not that Seven Blitz.
I think he just insulted me.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yep, learning you some stuff on a Friday morning, sending you into the weekend a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Little tidbits of information you can take with you, share with your friends and family over the weekend if you're getting together. I'm telling you, you're going to sound like just Albert Einstein over here with these little tidbits. Like, did you know the employees at Disney parks aren't allowed to point with one finger because it can be seen as a negative gesture by people from other countries. So they always point with two fingers.
Oh, like Jerry Jones points.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Everybody say he was flipping off the crowd.
Did you know that a kicker earned the NFL MVP award in 1982? That must have been a slow year for the NFL. Mark Mosley won it as a member of the Washington Redskins. He made 20 out of 21 field goals that year. Pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Although, to win the MVP.
I mean, did he? I'd have to look. Did he hit a bunch of game winners, last second kind of thing, overtime?
Well, I mean, back then they only had 16 games. Not even. I don't think in '82.
Have they gone to 16 yet? Because they did do 14.
Yeah.
I can't remember if they were at 16 yet or not.
But no running back, no quarterback, no wide receiver, no defensive player doing anything that great.
But overtime was sudden death. So if you kicked a field goal, you won.
Right.
Yep.
Well, congratulations to Mark and Mosley. Did you know that pinball machines were illegal in Oakland from the 1930s through 2014? What?
Why?
I love pinball.
2014, you missed it. It's gone.
What?
I mean, I know there are still pinball machines out there, but it's not what it used to be.
Oh, it's massive. Oh, it's massive.
No.
Yes.
Not like it used to be.
It's massive.
There
were pinball tournaments. Oh,
I understand that, but in the 80s, there were pinball machines in every bar. There were arcades with tons of pinball machines. They're just not around like they used to be.
Well, arcades as a whole aren't.
Right.
So
there's no place for them. But they used to be in all the bars.
We go to the bars all the time specifically to play pinball.
They still got pinball?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Nora and I hunt out
I don't
pinball
see them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to the wrong bars.
You don't go out that much.
Well, I mean, any bar, of course, the last one I was in was the Thirsty Scholar, and there was only room for 8 people, so you couldn't get a pinball machine.
Yeah, not happening there. Did you know elephants only need 2 hours of sleep a night, which is the least of any mammal?
Oh, dude, good for you.
What are you doing with the other 22 hours?
I could find stuff, believe me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As humans, you would think that we should have the least amount of sleep because we can do more.
I wish we could.
Elephants are just walking around.
Sleep is the biggest waste of time in my life.
It's unfortunate you need so much of it. Yeah. Did you know that astronaut is a compound of 2 Greek words? Astro, meaning star, and nautis, meaning sailor. So you're a star sailor. Yeah, the first person to put those words together was Percy Gregg in his 1880 sci-fi novel Across the Zodiac. The main character used a spaceship called the Astronaut to journey to Mars. And now you can become an astronaut. There you go, learning you some stuff on a Friday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.